Good morning, everybody. Hanji John Geyston here. Hey, we're going to talk about the headlock. It's kind of one of the most common things that's going to happen. So let's talk about it first. I think it's probably one of the most common things that happen in real life self-defense when someone's on the street, and some could be that someone just comes up and grabs us, but a lot of times it's that there's some type of interaction going on. Someone's swinging and they miss the punch, and then they have fallen to the ground or standing up or whatever, and they end up in this posture. But let's talk the problem solution, right? So when someone gets in here, first of all, they need control of my head. So let's talk about that. So as soon as he goes for the head, I want to get my hands out here, and I want to put the hip connected, and I keep my head up. So it's going to be very hard for that person to control my head, right? And I don't want the hands to connect. The second thing that's going to happen by the hands connecting is I also have to understand, even if we were just doing self-defense and it wasn't on the person's mind, if that hand can touch the wrist, guess what? It could touch the face. So when I do the exact same thing, not only am I controlling him, but I'm also protecting from the punch already. So when I get to here, I can come here. At this point, he wants to pull me down. My hip being connected here and looking up keeps that from happening. I'm going to grab the hand very quickly here, and I'm keeping. So this is not the posture, is keeping it hard for him to pull me down. So what we've done so far is I want to control this so he can't get the hands together for the headlock. I don't want him to be able to pull me down, nor do I want him to be able to punch me. So we just look at those three problems right from the beginning. So the technique that we would teach in class would be now, real quick, I'm not worried about teaching you this move here on video, but talking about problems and how do we solve them. Once I get here, what I did, I step, keep the hand pinned, I take my head underneath. As long as his hands are coming through, I'm in position. I can walk him down, escape to safety, or finish it. Right? That's what we teach from there. So this would be like one of the common self-defense techniques, but to always think in a sense of using your brain, the more I can use my brain and the more that I understand the technique by learning the proper way, it's easier for me then not to get emotionally involved and just solve the problems, right? And the same thing that we always talk about in our life. If I understand my problem and know the solution, I have less problems in my life. So the same thing in self-defense. So just the self-defense tip of the day, not so much the technique. Obviously, we would need to be, you would need to be in a place of martial arts to learn these type of things, but I hope this helped you just kind of like understanding when self-defense happens, what is it that the person's trying to do, and can I eliminate certain steps that person's doing along the way? That's the key to real life physical self-defense, right? So I hope that you found this information useful. I appreciate it. Thank you, Austin, for helping me out. And on the other side of the camera here, our student Angie, who just finished her private lesson. So if you're looking to get involved in a self-defense program, well, we're hoping that you consider us. So just reach out, direct message me or whatever, or call us at 217-546-6762. Thanks. Appreciate it.